I think we are live. I believe I just got a notification that says the Hangout on Air is live.
Oh, all
So
right.
I think it's good because I'm not on the YouTube page. I'm on the Google. I'm still like on the Google Hangout. So
Yes.
is there any way to know for sure that it's live?
Someone's Kitsman's watching it now, so I just texted him seeing if it worked.
Oh, so he's watching this right now?
Yeah.
Was he watching this?
Oh, okay. Does anyone want to post a link to this on the Facebook, NG2 Network, in the chat or anything like that?
Hold on, I can do it.
Sure.
You want to do that, Danny?
Yes. Wait, so it's
Alright,
on
cool.
this channel, right?
Yeah. Just copy and paste.
Ah.
Wait, all right. I think I can do it too. Hold on.
Here, I want to check on my phone because I got the YouTube app, so I'm gonna see
Okay.
if anything is working.
All right. I think I can do it too.
Here, I want to check the comments. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. That was weird. Watching myself talk. Ugh.
All right. So it is live on YouTube.
I'm guessing so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think it worked. Kitsman says he just saw my beautiful face. Thanks, Kitsman.
Okay. All right then. Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing the top 5 most and least anticipated films of the summer movie season. Before we do that, I would like to introduce myself just briefly, and then we'll go around these 3 gentlemen, and they'll introduce themselves just very quickly. My name is Diego Coya. I'm a film enthusiast. I love movies. I love watching movies. I love talking about them. I write reviews for my school paper and for a blog. And I used to do YouTube videos, not anymore. That's in the past. But I'm glad to do this podcast. Can't wait to talk about this with you guys. So who wants to introduce themselves next?
I guess.
You want to go next, Andrew?
Oh, okay.
I'm going.
My bad. Actually, Ryan, you go next. Actually, you can go.
Okay. By the way, just refer to me as film fan on this. Just.
Oh, right.
No,
Sorry.
fine. No, you forgot. Don't trust me.
I was about to
Everybody forgets. Just refer to me as film fan on here. All right. So yes, hey, what's up, you guys? Film fan 0599 here again. And I am glad to be on this podcast to discuss the top 5 most and least anticipated movies of summer 2017. It looks like we're going to have a pretty good summer movie season, to me at least. So I always love the summer movie season. It's like it's like our Super Bowl. It's like our big event for us movie enthusiasts. So I'm very excited to talk about what is going to be our most and least anticipated movies of the summer.
I completely agree with you, 100%. All right, Danny, why don't you go next?
Okay. Hello, my name is Daniel Russman. I am another film enthusiast. My favorite season is summer, not only because of warm weather, it's because of summer movie season. And this summer movie season contains my number 1 most anticipated. Actually, no, one of my most anticipated films of the year. It's either my number 1 or my number 2. Could flip back and forth, but we will get to that later on.
Yep, indeed we will. And you, Andrew?
All right, Andrew Hayes, huge film enthusiast. I love film, and I'll just repeating what these guys said. Summer movie season is one of my favorite times of the year. I pretty much live in the movie theater during these times, so I'm excited to talk about it because I love talking about film.
All right, awesome. Okay, so I guess we'll start right away then. What do you guys want to do first? The top 5 most anticipated, or the top 5?
I think we should do least first.
Me too. Let's save the best for last.
Okay,
Yes.
All right.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Let's do that then. Let's get the worst out of the way. Let's
Yes.
get the shitty movies out of the way. So, all right. So, how before we start, does anyone have any dishonorable mentions?
I do. I
okay.
do.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go through these quickly. So my dishonorable mentions are Baywatch, Captain Underpants, the first epic movie, Cars 3, Despicable Me 3, The House, and Wish Upon. Those are my dishonorable mentions.
All right. I actually never heard of the last 2 films you mentioned, but the other ones I can understand to a certain degree.
Yeah.
What about you have any dishonorable mentions, Danny?
No.
Okay. How about you, Andrew?
I do. I got Captain Underpants. I got Cars 3, Despicable Me 3. I got Rough Night, and last but certainly not least, The Nut Job 2.
Okay. I do not have any. Wait, what, Danny?
I forgot. Wait, is the Nut Job 2 coming out this summer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's coming out in August.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. So I do not have any dishonorable mentions. So we'll get started on the top 5 least anticipated films of summer. So how we're gonna start this is I'll go first. I'll say my number 5, then whoever wants to go next will say their number 5, and we'll all say our number 5s, and then I'll go again with number 4 and so forth.
Yes.
And let's say, for example, I have like my number 5 is the same as Danny's number 5. Like Danny can join in the conversation with me.
Okay.
You guys, okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. So without any further ado, let's start. All right, number 5. My number 5 is a comedy. It's coming out in the summer, and that film is Rough Night.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, Rough Night. For those who don't know, is it's a comedy. It stars an all-female cast and stars Scarlett Johansson, Kate McKinnon, and a couple of other people. The blonde woman from 22 Jump Street. She was the college roommate, the one who was
yeah.
kind of psychotic.
Julia Bell or whatever, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
and you also have
Well,
Kate McKinnon.
Yeah, and Kate McKinnon. Well, okay. The trailer is really bad. I mean, it looks like it's copying that Bad Moms premise. It looks like another Bad Moms, and for those of you who don't know, I hated that movie. That was one of my least favorite movies of last year. It's like they're copying this whole hangover gimmick, and it's like at this point that gimmick is already old enough. You know what I mean? It worked with the first Hangover. And the trailer looks cliched. It looks predictable. I'm not feeling the trailer at all. I think it looks really bad. So that's pretty much my reasons why I'm not looking forward to Rough Night. That's my number 5.
All right, so I guess I'll go next. My number 5 is why wouldn't they just leave this alone as a trilogy? First off, the same cast is not even returning for this one. They had a whole new, completely different cast for this one. My number 5 is Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul.
We'll get to that one later.
Yeah, I'll mention. I might mention that later. I may mention that later. Who knows?
Oh man, this movie. This looks atrocious. Holy. This just looks bad. I mean, the fact that the original cast didn't even come back to do this one, it's a whole completely different cast, and they all seem like they're just gonna be terrible. It looks like a horrible kids movie, and I'm just not looking forward to it in the slightest. It looks very cliche, very terrible. Oh my goodness, it just looks awful, and I'm really not looking forward to it. So my number 5 is Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Want to go next, Danny?
Yes. Okay, my number 5 is an anime movie, and it's one of 2 animated films on my list, and it was actually one on Andrew and Double Nine's list. Captain Underpants said that the first. Hold on, let me see.
The first epic movie.
The first epic movie. That's right. I saw the trailer, and this movie looks dumb. Really dumb. And this movie is from DreamWorks Animation, which is kind of Saigo's DreamWorks. They've actually done some phenomenal films like Shrek 1 and 2, How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2, the Kung Fu Panda trilogy. But the DreamWorks, it looks like they've been going downhill. I haven't seen The Boss Baby, but even though it has like a 52% of Rotten Tomatoes, I've heard from everybody that's awful.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, DreamWorks is capable of doing great films. My personal favorite being How to Train Your Dragon 2. And it just seems like recently they've just been going really downhill. And I agree, the trailer does look pretty awful. So.
This movie is based on what's it like based on? Is it like based on books or comic books?
It's based on books.
Yeah, it's a little like comic books, right?
Yes, and apparently what this movie's about is that these 2 guys, and one of the guys is one of the kids is Kevin Hart, and
Kevin Hart.
And they have apparently turned their principal to Captain Underpants, and he's like the superhero with he's only in his underwear, wherein he's like clueless, something like that.
Yeah, like I know one of the kids is voiced by Kevin Hart, so that's kind of a red flag. So
Captain Underhands is Ed Helms. So
Yes.
I Captain
The kids, yeah. Kevin Hart plays one of the kids.
Kevin Hart. Yeah, right. He you see, the thing with Kevin Hart is in stand-up comedy, he's really funny, but he plays the same exact obnoxious character, and he's annoying. And yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really liked Ed Helms in anything but The Office. So
Yeah. All right, Andrew, what's your number 5?
like Diego's, mine is also a comedy, and it is Snatched.
Because you want to know something?
Yeah,
Actually, we'll get that in a little bit.
yeah that does look really bad. You're right.
Trainwreck was honestly one of the biggest surprises to me of 2015, but this does not look funny in the slightest. The trailer was awful. For some reason, I have a feeling that there's going to be just too many sex jokes in this movie, and that's not what I want. I like Amy Schumer, but I'm not looking forward. She can't save this movie. It just looks terrible, and I'm done thinking about this movie.
Wait, Andrew.
Yeah.
Did you know that this movie is from the director of 50-50?
Really? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 50-50 was my favorite movie of 2011.
phenomenal.
And I
movie.
can't believe he's making this movie.
I
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. He made a film called Warm Bodies, right? And the trailers for that was pretty bad. But the movie turned out to be good. So maybe, just maybe, it might be the same case where the trailer was awful and the movie might be good.
yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to be optimistic here because 50-50 was amazing.
And like I said, I was not looking forward to Trainwreck. I thought the trailers for Trainwreck were pretty bad, and it really turned out to be one of my favorites of that year. And who knows? Maybe this will turn out to be one of my favorites. But until I see it, I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's not on my top 5. A spoiler alert, but I'm not looking forward to that either. And I remember watching the trailer for that in the theaters, and it was awkward because no one laughed. Like there are jokes in the trailer, and obviously the jokes were meant to make the audience laugh, but no one was laughing. It was pretty awkward, and I agree, it looks pretty bad.
We'll get to another comedy on my list where the trailers and the jokes did make me laugh.
All right. So that's our number 5. So now we're gonna go to number 4. Okay, so my number 4 is a sequel. I don't know who asked for the sequel because the first one sucked, and there's not one single person I know that likes this movie. My number 4 is The Nut Job 2: Nutty by Nature.
Oh
I
boy.
haven't seen the first one yet.
That is one of the worst titles I've ever heard in my life.
It is. I saw the trailer for this, okay, and I lost IQ points after I saw it. No, I did. Like, it looks like. I think this has potential to be the Ice Age Collision Course of 2017.
Oh boy.
For those of you who don't know what I mean, is Ice Age Collision Course came out last year. It was the 5th movie in the franchise, and it was one of the worst animated films I've ever seen. It was on my worst of the year list last year, and yeah, this looks really awful. I mean, like I said, maybe the first one was a box office success because I'm trying to think of a reason why this second one's being made in the first place.
Yeah.
But like I saw the trailer, and it looks bad. It looks idiotic, and for me, it just feels like an unnecessary sequel. Like there's sequels we want, and the sequels they're giving us are The Nut Job 2. It's like, come on. Like, does anyone want to see this movie? Honestly.
No, I don't even think kids want to see this movie. To be completely honest with you.
Wait,
what, Andrew?
I said what's going to be bad is I'm trying to get to 100 movies this year. And I feel like I'm going to have to see this in order to get to it. Like,
yeah, the first one was bad too. I mean, that was hard for me to get through. I even took some breaks, I remember.
I'm going to see every single movie on my least list, and it's going to be so painful.
Another thing too is that while 2017 does look like a really good year for film, for animation it looks so bad. I mean, granted, we did have the Lego Batman movie, and I thought that was awesome. I loved the Lego Batman movie, and we have Coco, the new Pixar film, out in the fall.
Yeah.
But other than that,
From the director of Toy Story,
and what?
the Coco's from the director of Toy Story 3.
Well, right, yeah. So that has potential to be like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, though, like the
Boss Baby.
every other, oh yeah, the boss, yeah. I still haven't seen that, but the animation just looks awful, and the Nut Job 2 just looks like one of those movies. So that's why it's my number 4.
All right, my number 4. Andrew mentioned this. Snatch. Oh, Snatched. Oh, man. This looks awful. Now, first off, I'm not a fan of Amy Schumer's comedy. I really am not. I never was, and I probably never will be. I just don't find her funny. And this is exactly what this looks like to me. It just looks like her type of style of comedy, and it just looks very terrible. It's like if it's like if Taken met the Guilt Trip in some ways. That's what this seems like to me, and it looks like a terrible combination of the two. And it just looks like an awful, awful comedy. Poor Goldie Hawn, man, being dragged into this. Seriously, this looks like a horrible comedy. I did not laugh once while watching this trailer. This was me during the entire trailer because it looks so bad. It just looks like a terrible, awful comedy, and I'm not looking forward to it in the slightest. So my number 4 is Snatched.
Yeah, like Andrew was saying, Trainwreck was pretty funny, but other than that, I don't find Amy Schumer that funny. And this trailer, yeah, I agree. It looks terrible. I heard her Netflix special, her most recent one, got like really low ratings.
Oh, it was terrible.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, it was awful.
I heard there was too many. Like it was like she was just saying a bunch of sex jokes.
That's exactly what it was.
That's pretty much what she does. That's her humor. Just
and that's what I think Snatch is going to be. Just a bunch of unfunny sex jokes. Sex humor to me is like potty humor.
Right.
Funny at a certain age, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, at a certain point, it's like, you know, it's enough. All right, so Danny, what is your number 4?
And my number 4 is Rough Night.
All right, all right, yeah.
Rough Night. This movie is about a bunch of women. They have a bachelorette party and they have a stripper and they accidentally get him killed, and they're trying to get rid of the body without getting caught. And stars Scarlett Johansson, which I like. I don't know why she's in this movie. And there's Kate McKinnon, who was the worst character in Ghostbusters. And
She was the worst part in that movie.
And we have
Don't even get me started on Kate McKinnon.
And we have Jillian Bell, who is my pick for the worst supporting actress of this year. She as Counselor Holly in Fist Fight.
I still haven't seen Fist Fight, so.
Oh God.
Yeah. And Diego, what you were saying before this movie, I do get like a bad mom's vibe. But that's what makes me want to see this movie even less. Because this movie reminds me too much of Bad Moms, and Bad Moms was one of my worst movies of last year.
I still can't believe that movie has over 60% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it has a higher score than Jason Bourne.
Which...
I personally can't wait for Bad Dads.
Oh, fuck that. It looks awful. I mean, I can't say it looks awful, but I mean, the fact that it's being made, it's just.
I did not see Bad Moms. I probably gonna save myself trouble and not ever watch it.
Yeah, you know what? I don't blame you.
Yeah.
All right, so Andrew, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is probably the reason why my least list was so tough to make, and I'm surprised that it's not higher, and that's Transformers: The Last Knight.
Oh my Lord.
I'll talk about that later.
I just don't know what to say about this franchise other than please stop making these movies. I am made a mistake last time and went to go see Age of Extinction. So I blame myself for it making so much money because I was part of the problem. This time, I refuse to see this movie in theaters. I want them to stop making these movies. These movies are boring. They go on too long. They're not funny. The action isn't cool. I mean, the acting is awful. There's just so much I can go on and on to say about these movies. But like Diego said, he has to... he has something to say about it, and I'll just let him get all worked up over this movie rather than myself.
All right, so that's our number 4. Now we are on number 3. Okay, so my number 3, least anticipated film of the summer. I'm surprised this is my number 3 because it looks so atrocious, and that is Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul.
Oh my!
Oh, wait,
Like,
that is my number 3 as well.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
All right, cool.
I'll get to that movie later. Trust me.
All right, Danny, you can join me in the conversation then.
Okay.
All right, so I'll say this about Diary of a Wimpy Kid. When I was in middle school, the books first came out, like when I was in middle school. And I read like the first 3 or 4 books, and I liked them. I had fun with them. I didn't read them all because I think to this day they're still publishing new books. And as far as the movies go, the first 3 films, I'll say this, they're bad. I'm not saying they're good, but I did chuckle a few times because of how goofy it was.
Yeah.
This new one, like Ryan, like Film Fan 0599 was saying before, has a new cast. And oh my God, the trailer was so bad. This is yet another trailer where I lost IQ points. It was awful. And like, I did not like, while watching the trailer, I was in disbelief. I could not believe what I was watching. And it's coming out the same day as Alien Covenant. And I swear, I hope that the American people will choose to see Alien Covenant over Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul, because if not, I will lose hope in humanity.
Trust me, if Diary of a Wimpy Kid makes more money than Aliens, one of my favorite franchises ever, I will go on a riot.
Okay.
A bigger riot than when Jake Gyllenhaal didn't get nominated.
Okay, I have something to say about the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Okay, the part in the trailer that made me go like, "Ugh, what's when they were in the car and the pig scene? What is the pig like gives off an awful smell? I don't know what does the pig do with it. I wonder did the pig shit in the car?
Oh God, that stupid scene. Yeah, you talking about when they're in a car, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that scene was retarded. Yeah, the whole trailer was stupid.
Wait,
God.
how long has it been since the last Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie?
Yeah, or better yet, just cancel the movie. Just cancel the movie. Don't show the movie at all. Yeah, like I said, I'm surprised it's my number 3 because of how atrocious it looks. But yeah, my number 3 is Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul.
Do you have anything else to say, Danny, about the movie since it was your number 3 as well?
Let me think. Diego basically said everything for me. The reason I had them, the trailer looks atrocious, and there's a whole new cast of people I don't even know, and this movie it just looks retarded.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so I guess I'll say my number 3 now. Oh man, so far I think we've all mentioned the movie now. My number 3 is Rough Night. Oh my goodness, Rough Night looks awful. And what makes this even worse is that poor Scarlett Johansson is being dragged into this. Oh my goodness, it just looks like you said before, like you said, Diego. Let's stop with these hangover type of movies.
Yeah, seriously, I agree. It's not funny anymore.
It's so overdone and so unfunny now. Like, it really is. And this just looks like another bad example of those type of movies. And nothing in the trailer made me laugh. Nothing. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, nothing in the trailer was funny. The premise of it sounds absolutely beyond stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. It's like everything about this movie, from the cast and from the premise and just the comedy in general, it looks like it might be one of the worst movies of the year just by the looks of the trailer. I'm definitely not looking forward to it. It's my number 3, Rough Night.
Yeah, it looks like really predictable. It looks cliched. Yeah, I don't have high expectations at all. And before you go, Danny. Wait, who's?
You mean
no, no,
Andrew?
Andrew. All right, before you go, Andrew, I'm sorry. Just because just now, believe it or not, I'm looking at the live chat. Like I'm just looking at it now.
Yeah.
Justin Williams is online. Hello, CA Cougar, MC Deadpool, and Alex Putnam was here at one point. Well, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it.
Yes.
All right, yeah, sorry to cut you guys off.
No.
All right, you can go ahead, Andrew. What's your number 3 least anticipated?
My number 3 is something that I feel is all too similar to Rough Night, and is probably the reason Rough Night did not make it on this list, because I didn't want two very similar things on the list, and that is Girls Trip. It stars Queen Latifah, Regina Hall. It basically they're going on a girls trip because they haven't hung out in a while or something stupid like that. I saw the trailer for this, and it was really bad. And then I made the fatal mistake of watching the Red Band trailer, which is even worse. The humor, it's probably going to be like Snatched, where there was a lot of sex humor in this trailer. And there's one word that I could sum up the trailer in, is that it was very cringe. And I'm not looking forward to this movie in the slightest.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it. And wait, what's it called again?
Girls Trip.
Girls Trip. Oh, you know what? I think I did hear. I didn't see the trailer, but I think I did hear of that.
I saw the trailer once in theaters, and I just the other day rewatched the regular trailer and the Red Band trailer, and I just got so angry watching this. It was just so bad.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Queen Latifah, so I mean, I'll probably check out the trailer after this podcast is done. But from the way you're describing it, it looks. It sounds pretty bad.
There's just so many. They say the word, and it wasn't in either of the trailers, but I remember seeing in the one that I saw in theaters. I forget who says it. But they say the word booty hole in the trailer. So.
Wait,
yeah.
Did you know this movie is directed by the same director who did Scary Movie 5?
No.
Oh, God. Wait, it is?
Yes.
Oh, God. No. I hate Scary Movie 5. That was my least favorite movie of 2013. I hated that movie so much.
Yeah, like when you say the word booty hole.
No.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what that word is literally the reason why I'm not looking forward to Girls Trip. And yeah.
All right, so that is our number 3. Okay, so now we're on number 2. So my number 2 least anticipated film this summer. Okay, I am surprised that this is not my number 1, because this would easily be my number 1 if it wasn't for another movie coming out this summer. But my number 2, without question, is Transformers: The Last Knight. I am not looking forward to this movie in the slightest, like at all. Okay, let me just talk about Transformers films real quick. The first one for me was decent at best. I actually did not hate the first one. With that being said, fuck the other 3, especially the last one. Transformers: The Age of Extinction. I actually saw that with Andrew, and someone else in theaters.
I believe Nick named Emma.
Right, yeah. And that movie infuriated me so much that I vowed to never watch another Transformers film in theaters again.
That's probably the closest I've ever walked out. That's the closest I ever came to walking out of the theater.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was bad. And I think Danny Russman, when it first came out, he mentioned a really good point about the movie too. I think the plot kicked in for the fourth one like an hour and 15 minutes into the film.
Oh, yeah.
Like the first hour and 15 minutes is just them bullshitting, just doing that adolescent humor.
They're mostly
that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing too is that what's funny is the other 3 Transformers movies, they had great trailers, but this one, I think they're just letting you know that it's going to be a piece of shit anyway. The trailers are so bad.
Michael Bay's a fucking liar because I'm not gonna make any more Transformers movies. I'm not gonna direct any more Transformers movies. But
he said that like the past 4 times or
But-
past 3 times or whatever.
And I know for a fact that this is probably gonna make a boatload of money.
Oh,
but-
okay, yeah. Thank you for mentioning that, because that's another thing that pisses me off. Just back to the fourth one real quick. Summer 2014, I think you guys can all agree that it was such an amazing summer for movies, right?
It was
Yes.
just an amazing year for movies.
Oh yeah, 2014 is the best. I think it's the best year for films ever. But that summer, it was X-Men: Days of Future Past, How to Train Your Dragon 2, Edge of Tomorrow, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Godzilla.
Godzilla,
22 Jump Street.
22 Jump Street, and it was so many movies that summer. And what made the most money? Oh yeah, Transformers: The Age of Extinction. That one's the one that made over $1 billion worldwide. It had the biggest opening weekend. And I have a feeling that this summer, which looks like it's going to have really good movies, that this new Transformers movie is going to make even more than those. And I just can't support it. I know, it sucks. This is why I hate the mainstream movie audience, because they always go see the shitty movies.
Oh,
They
dude.
never support the good ones.
I did a huge rant about that, and there's a reason for it because of stuff like this.
Exactly.
Because Haunted House was such a great movie, guys.
Oh,
According to the mainstream movie audience,
Diego,
it was such a great movie.
yeah, what's up, Danny?
what do you predict will be this one's runtime? 2 hours and 50 minutes, 2 hours and 55 minutes, or over 3 hours?
Oh,
my
I think it's
God.
going to be over 3 hours.
Dude, if it's over 3 hours, I will lose my shit. I mean, come on. No, I don't want it to be over 3 hours.
I don't want
I'm
it at all.
not gonna see this in theaters. I mean, I will watch it eventually. I just won't be giving my money to Michael Bay and his godforsaken Transformers films. So yeah, it's not my number one because another film's coming out, but this is my number 2. I am not looking forward to this film at all. So my number 2 is Transformers: The Last Night. That's what it's called. Hopefully, it's the last film.
All right, and my number two. Probably this is my least anticipated animated film of the entire year. Oh man, the Emoji Movie.
That is also my number 2, which
Oh
I'm very shocked it's not my number 1, but we'll get to my number 1, but this is my number 2 as well.
All right, but with the Emoji Movie, oh my goodness, the fact that there's even a movie about emojis being made, to me, is completely like, what the hell? It's seriously, like, who asked for a movie about emojis? I get it, Legos, it worked. But here's the difference. There was some great creative team behind that movie. It seems like no one's putting any effort into this movie. It really doesn't seem like that. And, oh, the poor actors that they got to do this. Oh, man, I feel so bad for them. And the animation doesn't even look that great either. It really doesn't. It just sounds so stupid and looks so stupid as well. Yeah, it just looks like a really, really dumb movie to me, and I'm not looking forward to it. It's just a movie about emojis. I like emojis, but I don't need a movie about them, okay? Damn it, okay? So, yeah. Andrew, what you got to say about this?
What I got to say, you pretty much said a lot of it, but I do got to say, I actually don't really like emojis. I think they're pretty stupid. And I think it's the fact that they're making a movie about them is even stupider. And they would just do anything for money. And the fact that the poop emoji is going to be in this makes me really mad, because I think the poop emoji is by far the worst emoji ever. And what I would have said is already been said, and that's Emoji Movie's my number 2.
All right, Daniel Russman, what is your number 2?
My number 2 was one that Andrew and Double Nine had on their list. Snatched.
Oh my.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised it's not my top 5, because that just looked terrible.
Snatched. Okay, the reason why this movie is in my number 2, I just recently saw the trailer, and holy crap, this movie looks awful. I haven't seen Trainwreck, but I've heard many good things. But Amy Schumer as a stand-up comedian, I don't like her at all. I don't find her funny. I think she's very unfunny. I don't like her sense of humor, and this movie just looks really dumb.
Yeah. I mean, I think you pretty much covered it. Yeah.
All right, Diego,
so,
you're number 1.
But wait, I think
right.
me and Diego have the same number 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too, because Danny didn't mention it, and I haven't mentioned it.
I'm very
And-
surprised. that this was my number one.
Wait, you
Yeah,
want to say number one at the same time?
All right. Let's do that. Let's do that then. All right, and I'm gonna count down to 3, and we'll say it at the same time. All right.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
The
The
emoji.
Emoji Movie. Express yourself.
Oh no.
This. I mean, I didn't say anything when Ryan and Andrew were talking, but oh my god. I mean, the fact that this movie is being made. Why? And did you guys know that Sony was supposed to make a Popeye movie, but they actually canceled that to make this movie?
Oh, you kidding? And I saw the
Really?
test footage for Popeye, and I was like, what?
Really?
Yeah, and they had images online too of and it looked the animation looked really cool, and I would have liked to have seen that instead, not this. And
Yeah.
I saw that if you go on YouTube and check the teaser trailer out, the dislikes is so much bigger than the likes. It's funny. It looks like a lightsaber, like the edge and the thing is red.
Yeah.
Is it as bad as the Ghostbusters remake video?
I think
Likes-
emoji. I think the emoji movie like ratio is worse. Because no one wants to see this movie. I mean,
And
You
that's
know-
saying something because the Ghostbuster remake trailer was atrocious.
yeah. And the thing with this movie is that Patrick Stewart is in this movie. Doesn't he voice the poop emoji?
He voices the poop emoji. Patrick Stewart.
You know what? At least because I'm gonna try to be positive for like 2 seconds. He has Logan this year, so I think even if this movie is shit, which it looks like shit, he'll at least have Logan to rely on still. Because to me, he gave like an Oscar-worthy performance in that film.
Everybody gave an Oscar-worthy performance in that movie.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, what do you got to say, Danny? Because I've been talking this whole time.
Okay, the sad thing about this movie, the fact this movie is being made is it shows that Hollywood is running out of ideas, and they're literally pandering to the lowest common denominator.
Yeah. I agree. And yeah, it's just the fact that this movie is being made is like, it's so infuriating. And
Could I,
yeah, like I use emojis sometimes, not always, but it's like we don't need a damn movie out of it.
And hold on, man. And then Sony, they did Angry Birds last year, which a lot of people thought was going to be god awful, including myself. But it actually turned out to be mediocre at best. I don't know if this movie will turn out to be mediocre at best, but this movie turns out to be, if it's better than garbage, if it's like mediocre at best, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I agree with you on Angry Birds. I thought that was mediocre. I thought the animation was excellent, beautiful animation, and Sean Penn as Terrence was my favorite character. But I was like 50-50 on that. I thought it was just okay, just forgettable. But I'll say this: if this movie is like just okay, then I'll be surprised because like I said, it looks awful.
What?
Wait, can I also explain the plot of the Emoji movie, because the plot is so stupid.
I don't know the plot. I don't know the plot of that movie actually.
I have the IMDb synopsis right here.
All right, tell me the plot. Oh, I actually want to hear this.
Gene, a multi-expressional emoji, sets on a journey to become a normal emoji.
That's so stupid.
Oh my lord.
That is, oh my god, that's really the plot?
Yes.
That makes me not look forward to this even more now.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that was the plot. The reason why I didn't want to see it was just because it was the Emoji Movie. But damn, that's a plot. That's so retarded.
that makes things even worse.
Fuck. Now let me ask you: is any of you going to see this in the theater?
Yeah,
Nope.
I don't even know.
I might see it online.
I would have to get paid to see this movie in theaters.
What if, like in the Oscars, they nominated it and it won Best Picture over Lego Batman?
Oh.
Like best anime. Oh my. Highly doubt that will ever happen, but you know.
I just got something to say real quick about the Emoji Movie. I forgot to mention it. The fact that such an unoriginal concept, like the Emoji Movie, is going to make more money than very original movies and very great movies like Kubo and the Two Strings and The Nice Guys is going to piss me off.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'm wondering if it's going to make a lot of money in the box office, because I was talking about the dislike ratio and all the comments on YouTube. like no one wants to see it.
I feel like that a lot of parents are gonna take their kids to go see it just because in the world we live in now. I know for a fact my sister's gonna go and want to see it, and that it's just gonna a lot of little kids are gonna want to see it. So that's just what I think is gonna happen. I don't know if it actually will. God, I hope it doesn't happen. I hope this doesn't make a single dime. But
wait, Diego.
Yeah, what's up?
Wait, do you think the Emoji Movie can be on par with Ice Age, Collision Course, or Norm of the North?
Maybe. Well, now with that plot you told me, it's very possible. So, yeah, I think we've all said our piece on the least anticipated films. Thankfully, we got that out of the way.
Oh, wait, I never saw. Me and Andrew never saw our number ones.
Well, that's right.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought you did.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Well, yeah, you guys go.
My
What's
number
your number one?
All right, my number one. This should come to no surprise to no one. I feel like if anybody knows me, they knew this was going to be my number one. My number one is Transformers: The Last Night.
Yeah,
This
like I
is
said, I was surprised. Not my number one, but yeah.
This is the movie I am looking forward to the least out of anything that is coming out this summer. Because for many, and I mean many reasons, first being, this looks like the same old crap as the other three. It really does. Looks nothing different to me. Just a bunch of mindless action with a bunch of mindless characters. Two, I know this movie's going to be a mega hit at the box office because I know the mainstream audience like a book.
It's so frustrating, too.
It really
annoying.
is. And the fact that Age of Extinction was the highest grossing movie of 2014 baffles me. And oh my goodness, it goes to show you how much the moderate movie mainstream audience just doesn't care about great movies. They really don't. They let movies like those bomb. They let those movies like bomb. And yet movies like Transformers Last Night and like the Transformers movies, Resident Evil, Twilight, they're all making tons of money, yet great movies are being left out into dirt. Seriously, it frustrates me to no end. And this just seems like another case. And really, Michael Bay lying so many times saying, oh, the third one's going to be my last one. Nope, I'm coming back to do the fourth one. Oh, the fourth one's my last one. No, I'm coming back to do the fifth one. Oh, this fifth one's going to be my last one. Hey, I have 14 other stories in the works. What the? Make up your mind, seriously. Oh, my goodness. I'm just not looking forward to this movie. And hopefully, I want this franchise to just die already. So, yeah, Transformers: The Last Night is my number one least anticipated movie of the summer.
And the thing too is that Mark Wahlberg, he's in this movie again, and he had such a great year last year. He was in Deepwater Horizon and Patriots Day, both excellent movies,
both Oscar-worthy performances.
Now he's going. Yeah, I agree. Especially Patriots Day. I wish he was nominated for that, and that Patriots Day at least got one nomination at the Oscars. But yeah, he's going back to Transformers, and it's a shame because Mark Wahlberg can do better.
Yeah,
he's a great actor.
I have something to say about Michael Bay.
Yeah, what's up?
About Michael Bay, when he does like small movies like Pain and Gain or 13 Hours Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, he can actually like make a decent movie. But the reason he keeps doing Transformers movies is because they make a shit ton of money, but Pain and Gain and 13 Hours don't.
Yeah, no, I agree. 13 Hours was actually surprisingly good, and I actually did like Pain and Gain as well. So Michael Bay, I agree with you, Danny. He should stick with the lower budget films and stay away from the big budget films like Transformers and stuff, because I don't think that really that's really his style. So
yeah.
All right, Andrew, what's your number one least anticipated film of the summer?
For a while, the Emoji Movie was my number one, but then I saw the trailer of this movie, and it was so bad. I disliked it so much. It physically made me angry. Everyone be Kid the Long Haul. I don't think there's any hope for this movie. This movie was so cringe-worthy. Like, there's so many moments in this movie that I cringe, and the one that comes to mind that just shows me how bad this movie is going to be, and that's the scene in the car where the two parents are singing the song.
Yeah. Oh, that scene was awful. Oh my god.
Personally, when I was a kid, I was a fan of the books, and when I saw the movies, I actually enjoyed them.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed them, but yeah, from going from what they were, which they weren't great films, but I feel like if you're younger, you can enjoy them.
Yeah.
To now, it's just a big fall from grace, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree. And like I said, me and Ryan, we were talking about the mainstream audience, and imagine if Diary of a Wimpy Kid makes more than Alien.
I highly doubt it because Alien's a pretty big franchise and everything. So I kind of highly doubt there'll be Alien Covenant.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. It's
Yeah.
just that, you know, since Alien is rated R and kids obviously won't be seeing Alien Covenant, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid is such a popular franchise, that's what kind of worries me a bit, you know, like if Diary of a Wimpy Kid actually does become number one, and if it does, oh my God, I might go into a rant.
All right, so I guess that was our least.
All right, yeah, we got the shitty movies or what looked like shitty movies out of the way.
If
So
any of
now
these
we can
movies are good, I'll generally be surprised.
Yeah, and I'll also admit to it too. I'll be like, you
Yes,
know what,
of
I was
course.
actually wrong about this. That was actually good, or that was okay. But all right. So now we will talk about the great films. I mean, the films we are looking forward to the most.
Yes.
I've said this before many times. I'll say it again though. I feel like 2017 has potential to be the best year for film since 2014, and the reason why is because we have so many big movies coming out, especially during the summer. There are so many movies I'm looking forward to. The big blockbusters and some of the smaller films. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but
Yeah.
it does seem like a really good summer, and
Yeah.
I hope it's better than last summer, because last summer, aside from a few films, was awful. It was so
Yeah.
bad. Such a disappointing summer.
Yeah, 2015 was just all right.
Right? Yeah, but 2016 was worse. But I think this summer can definitely make up for it because there are a lot of films coming out, ones that I'm definitely looking forward to. So before we start, does anyone have any honorable mentions?
Yes, I do indeed, sir. And here are the honorable mentions for me. I'm gonna go through them quickly. Alien Covenant, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales, Wonder Woman, The Mummy, All Eyes on Me, Baby Driver, Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, Atomic Blonde, The Dark Tower, The Hitman's Bodyguard, and Logan Lucky. Those are my honorable mentions.
Oh, it's a lot of movies.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
solid list of honorable mentions.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a pretty good list. I actually do have honorable mentions for my best list. I have 3 honorable mentions. I'll just go over them quick. Just give like 1 or 2 reasons why I'm looking forward to them. My first honorable mention is All Eyes on Me. That's the Tupac biopic. I love the trailers. I'm really looking forward to it. It looks really well made. The last biopic we've had when it came to a rap group was Straight Outta Compton. I thought that was fantastic. So I am hoping All Eyes on Me will be either on par or maybe even better.
Yes.
My next honorable mention is Baby Driver, the new film from Edgar Wright. I'm a huge Edgar Wright fan. I think he's awesome. Love his films. This film looks original. It looks funny. It looks cool. Can't wait to see Baby Driver. And my last honorable mention is Detroit, the new film from Catherine Bigelow. She directed The Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30. Both phenomenal films. I love the trailers to this. It looks so good. It could be an Oscar contender, judging from the trailer. So that's coming out in August. Can't wait to see it. So that's my 3 honorable mentions. Do you have any honorable mentions, Danny?
Oh, yes, I have 5 actually. I have Baby Driver, Detroit, All Eyes on Me, Wonder Woman, and this last one, and I know that Andrew and Double and I are not going to like this, Despicable Me 3.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I'm dreading to see it, but the only thing that kind of intrigues me is Trey Parker as the villain. I'm kind of intrigued to see how he does, but
That's the only thing that I think may leave off my list, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I didn't make mine.
Because he was actually pretty funny in the trailer. So
Yeah.
like that was the one thing. That was the one aspect of the trailer that actually had me laughing. was him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about you, Andrew? Do you have any honorable mentions?
Yes, I do. I got Spider-Man: Homecoming. I got Detroit, A Ghost Story, Atomic Blonde, and there was one more. I'll remember it later.
All right, no problem. Okay, so that's our honorable mentions. Now let's get started with the top 5 most anticipated films of the summer movie season of 2017. All right, so I'll start with my number 5. My number 5 is Spider-Man: Homecoming. Spider-Man: Homecoming is, of course, the Spider-Man solo film in the MCU. Now, I know some people are not looking forward to this movie because it is yet again another Spider-Man reboot, and I can kind of understand where they're coming from, but I think they can really get it right this time because, for me, Tom Holland as Spider-Man in Civil War was one of the best parts in Civil War. Like, he stole the show along with Black Panther. And I love the trailers. The last trailer showed a little bit too much, but that's fine. I'm still really, really excited for this film. And I'm also really excited to see Michael Keaton as the villain. I think Vulture looks awesome. And I saw an interview. Well, I read something that was a statement from the director that said that the audience will be rooting for the villain and Spider-Man like simultaneously.
Yeah.
So with the MCU, the thing with me with the MCU is so far there's 14 films, right? And we're going to have a couple of other ones this year. And I haven't disliked any of them. I've either loved or liked them all. There's not one MCU film I dislike, believe it or not. Even like Iron Man 2 and Thor 2, I know people hate those movies. I do like them. I do agree they're among the weakest MCU films, but I think Spider-Man: Homecoming can continue the streak of having a good MCU film, or hopefully even a great one. Also, just one last thing. I feel like the MCU, this film might actually have a great villain other than Loki, because as much as I do like the MCU, I do feel like its weakest aspect is the villains. So hopefully we get a great one in Spider-Man: Homecoming. So Spider-Man: Homecoming is my number 5. And yeah, I can't wait to see it.
All right, my number 5. Hold on.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Yeah, what's up? Sorry, I'm just looking up.
All right, back. Okay, number 5. My number 5, this might come as a surprise to a lot of people, but I'm actually really looking forward to this, unlike a lot of people, and that is King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand that.
I actually have some pretty high expectations for this movie. I actually think it looks really cool from a lot of the trailers. I'm a pretty big fan, I guess you could say, of like fantasy stuff, and this sort of looks like that. Like deals with a lot of fantasy, knight mythology and stuff like that. And I've always enjoyed the story of King Arthur. I've seen a couple of renditions of it, and they were pretty good from what I've seen. And this one definitely seems like it could be another good incarnation of the King Arthur story. Guy Ritchie's directing it. He's a pretty solid director from the stuff I've seen. I really love Charlie Hunnam a lot as an actor, and Jude Law is going to play the villain. So I honestly think this could be a really cool movie, and I'm really looking forward to it a lot. So yeah, my number 5 is King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
Wait, 9.
Yes.
Wait, did you know Guy Ritchie's doing the live-action remake of Aladdin?
Oh yeah, that's right, he is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he is doing the yeah. Even though I'm not sure how I feel about an Aladdin remake live action version, but I do like Guy Ritchie though. I think he's underrated. Not many people talk about him. I like his films.
Mr. Danny, you're number 4. Number 5. Sorry.
My number 5, it is Alien Covenant.
Nice.
Alien. Okay, now Alien Covenant is is it a sequel to Prometheus?
Yes, it is. It takes place and the events after Prometheus, and Michael Fassbender's in it, and I believe he plays the same character in Prometheus. So yes, it is.
For Pierce and Guy Pearce are also in it.
Yeah.
And a new additional cast member they've added to this, and that I really like, is James Franco. And this movie is directed by Ridley Scott, who directed the first Alien movie and Prometheus, and the Alien films. I really like the Alien films. First one was really good. Second one was just phenomenal. I haven't seen 3 or 4, but I heard they were bad. And Prometheus, I think, is really underrated. I want to see where this movie goes. In this movie, I saw the trailers and they looked very, very intriguing and very interesting, and I just can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, Andrew, what is your number 5 most anticipated film of the summer?
I do remember my one honorable mention that I left off, and that was It Comes at Night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And but back to the task at hand. My number 5 is a sequel to a movie that was one of my favorites in 2014, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised this wasn't a little bit higher on my list, but you know, we'll get to why I'm looking forward to the other 4 later. But I just love the vibe that the first one gave off, and I love the vibe that the trailers of the second one came off. I love the cast. Chris Pratt is probably one of my favorite actors working today, and Rocket Raccoon, one of my favorite comic book characters. I love seeing him on screen. I think Bradley Cooper is a perfect choice for him. Groot, also phenomenal. Just really looking forward to this.
Nice. Okay. All right, so that's our number 5 most anticipated.
Oh my God!
Here. All right, so now we're on to number 4. My number 4 most anticipated film in the summer is a film that Danny Russman mentioned, Alien Covenant.
That's also my number 4.
Oh, it's your number 4 too?
Oh! Yes.
All right, cool. So, Andrew, you can join me in the conversation then.
Okay.
Alien Covenant looks awesome. I am so excited. I love the trailers, especially that last one, which that last shot was so cool of the alien.
It was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Now, in terms of alien films, for me, the first one is a masterpiece. I think I love the first one. It's a masterpiece of science fiction horror.
Yeah.
And Aliens, the sequel, is a masterpiece of science fiction action. I think they're both some of the best films ever. And I actually really like Prometheus. I know Prometheus is very polarizing. I think it's very underrated, very underappreciated. I really like Prometheus a lot. And I'm really excited for this. Ridley Scott is coming back. I think the cast looks really good. The film also, the directing, the cinematography looks beautiful just from the trailers. It looks really well shot. And it looks like it's going to be following the same tropes as the first one, where it's like a horror film. Well, actually, like a combination of the first and the second one. Taking some elements of both. So I'm really, really excited to see this. I can't wait. It comes out May 19th. Comes out next month. So very excited to see it. That's my number 4.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Oh, right.
All right. Yeah. Alien is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and like Diego said, the first one's a master in sci-fi horror. Well, the second one is a masterpiece in sci-fi action. And I agree. I also do like Prometheus, and I think the big problem with Prometheus is that they they were comparing it to the other Alien movies. Like, I think that if it wasn't connected to Aliens, it would have been a lot more people would like it. So so the fact that one, I think this is going to answer a lot of the questions Prometheus has, and 2, I'm really looking forward to it because one of my favorite, not only creatures, but one of my favorite, I guess, characters, I guess you could say, and the Xenomorph is back, and the fact that the Xenomorph is here, I think that a lot of people are going to really appreciate it, and like you said, I like the fact that it's kind of looks like it's going to be a combination of both tone-wise of Alien and Aliens.
Yeah.
And it does have a really good cast. I'm really interested to see what James Franco does. And Ridley Scott, personally, one of my favorite directors. He left on a really high note for me with The Martian.
Yeah, that's right. And Martian was fantastic. That was a great movie.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this all connects into everything.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Fingers are crossed that it's a great film. I'm really.
The thing about this for me is that when I'm really, I don't know about anybody else, but when I'm really looking forward to a movie, especially one from a franchise I really like, I instantly get nervous on how good it's going to be because I just don't want it to disappoint me because, like last year, my heart was broken with a movie. I'm not going to name it. I don't want to get stir shit up, but a movie that I really was looking forward to broke my heart last year. Get nervous. And the case is here with Alien. I do hope it's really good.
Okay. All right. Fair
Yeah.
enough. And I guess you, 0599, you're next.
Yes. All right. My number 4, my movie, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Yeah.
That's my number
But
4.
yeah, if no one understands the joke, everyone compares me to Peter Parker. That's the whole joke. Yes.
That's also my number 4.
Oh my lord.
Nice. All right. Cool.
All right. So yeah. All right. So we'll both talk in between and stuff. So my number 4 is indeed Spider-Man: Homecoming. I'm a huge fan of the Spider-Man character. He's one of my all-time favorite Marvel characters.
Actually, my favorite. He's my favorite Marvel superhero.
I can definitely see why.
Marvel superhero.
Yeah.
He's definitely my favorite. No, I lied. He's not my favorite Marvel superhero. My favorite is this guy right here.
Wait, who is it? I'm sorry.
Wolverine. I'm wearing a Wolverine hat.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's my Spider-Man's my second. My first is the Punisher. But yeah, Spider-Man is one of my all-time favorite superheroes, and the fact that he's finally coming home to the MCU, and he's finally getting an MCU movie is fantastic. I know a lot of some people not looking forward to it because it's like the third time they're doing a Spider-Man franchise and everything, but really that doesn't bother me because it's in good hands now. It's with Marvel Studios. I think they're going to do a really great job with this. It seems like because Tom Holland really did a great job in Civil War as Spider-Man, and I'm excited to see what he does with his own movie. And Michael Keaton as the Vulture seems like he's going to be a great villain because the Vulture is definitely one of Spider-Man's best villains, and I'm glad that they're finally bringing him to the big screen and everything. And I think Michael Keaton's going to do a really great job. I also like that they're having the inclusion of Tony Stark in this because I think there's going to be a really cool bond between Peter Parker and Tony Stark in the film. And that's another thing I'm really looking forward to about the film as well. So yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming, without question, I'm really looking forward to it. It is indeed my number 4. Danny, why are you looking forward to Spider-Man: Homecoming?
Basically, everything you said. I'm glad Spider-Man's back in the MCU. Spider-Man's my favorite Marvel superhero, and I'm so happy he's in the MCU because after Spider-Man 2, I thought Spider-Man 3, The Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2 weren't that all that, but I love Spider-Man 1 and 2, and I think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. I think he's better than Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. I'm really excited to see Michael Keaton as a villain, and I'm also excited to see how Tony Stark and Peter Parker are gonna, how their chemistry is gonna be like. The one thing I'm wondering is who is Zendaya play, because one thing I hear she's playing Mary Jane, and one thing I'm hearing is she's playing a different type of character.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Zendaya.
Oh, yeah. Isn't she Mary Jane?
That's what I heard at first, but when I go to IMDb or Wikipedia, it says she's not Mary Jane.
Oh, I don't know, because I thought she was cast as Mary Jane.
I guess only time will tell.
But I do agree with you, Danny, that this could be the first great Spider-Man film since Spider-Man 2, because I'm not, like you said, I'm not a huge fan of Spider-Man 3 or the Amazing Spider-Man films. But this could be...
I actually think that Amazing Spider-Man 2 is very underrated. I don't love the film, but I don't think it deserves as much hate as it gets.
Yeah, I mean, there's worse comic book films out there. I mean, it's definitely not like one of the worst comic book films ever. I just think it's not that good, and it definitely does have a lot of flaws, especially Paul Giamatti's Rhino. But
I'm looking at IMDb and it says Zendaya's playing a character named Michelle.
I don't know then. I have no idea. Now since we've all mentioned this movie, are you guys nervous that it's from the writers of Vacation?
Well, it's all. They also wrote Horrible Bosses, and that was a great comedy. So
yeah, I didn't know that, but okay.
So I think I think it could. I'm not really letting that affect me too much because I really do think this movie has a great direction with it, and I think maybe the writers will actually be really good with this. So that's the thing I'm not really nervous about.
And I'll tell you why I'm not nervous. The reason I'm not nervous is because it's in the hands of the MCU, and MCU has yet to do a movie. And then look at James Gunn with Guardians of the Galaxy. He went from directing a scene movie 43 to directing Guardians of the Galaxy, and hopefully the Vacation Writers can do the same thing.
Okay, yeah, that's an excellent point, Danny. That's actually really good. So that's everyone's number 4, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So now we're on number 3. All right, so my number 3 most anticipated film of the summer is the first film of the summer movie season, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Woohoo!
I am really, really excited. For those of you who don't know, actually, Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite MCU film. I love that movie so much. It was one of my, not only was it one of my most surprising films of 2014, but it was one of my favorites of that year as well.
Yeah.
And so far, the buzz has been really positive. So, I mean, I know the embargo lifts on Monday, but so far the reactions have been really positive, and that makes me more excited to see it. I love the trailers. I'm excited to see Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone. Can't wait to see what they do, as well as Baby Groot. I'm excited to see him as well. And yeah, the movie, hopefully it'll be as good as the first one, if not better. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully the MCU, once again, brings us a great film. And I don't know how you guys feel about this. I know me and Andrew and Danny Russman has had this conversation plenty of times, but do you guys think there will be any comic book film that will be close to Logan or maybe even surpass it?
Nope, I don't think there's going to be a movie, for me at least. I mean, I sure hope there is a movie that surpasses my love for Logan, because I always want movies to be great, but I don't think a movie for me is going to surpass Logan, let alone a comic book movie.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think Logan's a guarantee in my top 5 of the year. That's how good. That's how much I love it. It's so good. But I think if out of all the future comic book movies coming out this year, the one that's going to come the closest to Logan is Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, I agree.
At least for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe that'll be the case. But even if it doesn't, if it's not as good as Logan or if it doesn't surpass Logan, I'm still going to be really excited for it. I'm still excited for it regardless. So I can't wait to see it. It's coming out in, 2 weeks?
Yeah, about like 2 weeks.
Yeah, about like 2 weeks. So I'm really excited to see it. So that's why my number 4 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So what is
You mean number 3, sir?
Yeah, sorry. My number 3. Yeah, my number 4 is Alien. My number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Double Nine, what is your number 3 most anticipated film of the summer?
My number 3. Some people might be surprised that I want to see low. You know what I mean? Like.
All right, I'll just go look at the chat.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
It's called My Brothers Are Rude and They Have No Respect. But anyways, all right, my number 3. Some people might be surprised that I want to say low, but like not like number 1 and number 2 on my list. There is a man that is a god amongst filmmakers. His name is Christopher Nolan. And he's made some excellent movies like the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, Interstellar, Memento. And he's making a World War II movie, and it's called Dunkirk, and it's my number 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Christopher Nolan is making a World War II movie. Let me repeat that one more time in case you didn't hear me. Christopher Nolan is making a World War II movie. That is all you need to know to be excited for this movie. You literally don't have to see any trailers, see any stills or anything. You literally just hear that, and you're automatically excited for it because Christopher Nolan knows how to make a great movie. And yeah, this looks incredible. I mean, the trailers were fantastic to this. I mean, last year's teaser, that was not even that long. It didn't even show anything. It was really great. I'm not kidding you. I saw a TV spot a couple weeks ago for this. When I tell you that was the most intense TV spot I think I've ever seen in my life, that was the most intense TV spot I've ever seen in my life. And Christopher Nolan did address the whole rated R, PG-13 thing, and he said, this is more of a suspense thriller than it is a like a straight up war film. And I'm actually
it's more of a survival story. And he also said that he knows that rated R war films, do, of course, they're going to show like the realistic aspects of war, like the gore and stuff. But he wanted to focus more on the characters and the drama. And like you said, it's not going to be like the typical war film. It's more like how these people survived the evacuation in Dunkirk.
Yes, and I'm very excited to see that, and hopefully it's really great. And I really hope Christopher Nolan makes another masterpiece. So yeah, my number 3 is Dunkirk.
All right, awesome. All right, Danny Russman, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is a movie coming out in July. It's a third movie. First one was fantastic. Second one was phenomenal. My number 3 is War for the Planet of the Apes.
Nice. Yeah, that does.
Apes on horses. Apes on horses.
Apes on horses.
And then the first movie we had James Franco as the main character. Second one we had Gary Oldman, or was it Gary Oldman or?
Oh, Gary Oldman was the villain. The main actor is oh God, what's his name? He's from Zero Dark 30.
Jason Clarke.
Yes, Jason Clarke. Yes.
And is Woody Harrelson playing the villain in this one?
I believe so. It looks like it.
And Woody Harrelson, I believe he's assembling an army. It's an army of humans to take on the apes. I think this movie is going to be like an all-out war between the humans and the apes, because how the second one ended. What's his? Oh, Caesar was like war has started. Sorry, he didn't ask for this war, but he has to fight it anyway. And I think there's going to be a war between the humans and the apes. And the trailers looked absolutely fantastic. And hopefully this could be a trilogy like Captain America, where it gets better with each film. And then I'm just so excited for this movie.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Okay, Andrew, what is your number 3 most anticipated film of the summer?
My number 3 is a movie that you all mentioned, I believe, in your honorable mentions, and that is Baby Driver. I have a very good feeling that this is going to be the Nice Guys of the year for me, and I love the Nice Guys. The trailer absolutely blew me away. I love Ansel Elgort. He was fantastic in Fault in Our Stars. I really like Lily James, really good as Cinderella, and for some reason I can't remember who else is in this movie, but I know the cast is phenomenal. But the writing,
John Bernthal's in the movie too.
Okay, yeah,
and Jamie Foxx.
Okay,
Jamie Foxx
John Berthal and Jamie Foxx are also 2 really good actors. But the tone just looks great. I really like Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright's a man.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for this, solely based on the trailer. The trailer, probably one of my favorite trailers I've seen this year. And I'm really looking forward to it.
A good thing, too, is that at CinemaCon, I believe, they showed a screening of it, and the reaction has been so overwhelmingly positive. People are loving it. It has great reviews so far, so I mean, it actually, like you said, could be really good.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Scott Mantz saw it, and I believe he liked it a lot. But
I believe so as well.
But I just can't. With what you said and what I said are just all reasons why I'm looking forward to this movie. It looks to be like the premise looks stink. And my only worry, and it's nothing like wrong with the movie, but like I said, I feel like it is going to be the Nice Guys of the year. And I mean, by that, not only am I going to like it a lot, but it makes the money that it deserves. It looks to be a very original movie.
Right. So,
like
it's going to be like a box office bomb?
Yeah, I do think it's going to bomb.
Damn.
Doesn't, I hope it makes a lot of money. If it as good as I hope it is,
Well,
I'm
it's
hearing it
coming out.
saying.
It's coming out the week before Spider-Man: Homecoming, so maybe in that opening weekend it'll do well. But obviously, the following weekend it will lose to Spider-Man. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out, and we'll see the actual box office results for that film.
I'm hoping that it makes the money. I'm hoping that it's good. I'm hoping that this potential to be probably one of my favorite movies of the year. Probably one of the best movie theater experiences of the year for me. But really looking forward to Baby Driver number 3.
All right, so that's everyone's number 3, and oh wait, I'm sorry. So C.A. Cougar wrote, I think it's going up against Transformers. Oh God, I think so if it's going up against Transformers, it might make more money than Baby Driver. So Transformers might, beat Baby Driver at the box office, unfortunately. So, all right. So that's everyone's number 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's my number 3.
Okay. Yeah. So Andrew, so perhaps Transformers might beat Baby Driver at the box office.
I know The Nice Guys went up against Neighbors 2. But that's my biggest problem with mainstream. And I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but the mainstream movie audience, they'd rather see the sequels and remakes and stuff. While original movies don't make the money. Like Nice Guys, my number 2 of the year, box office, and I am deathly afraid that Baby Driver, which could be one of my favorites of the year, is going to bomb at the box office, especially if it's going up against Transformers. I know for a fact that if that's the case, I will be going to see Baby Driver. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so that's everyone's number 3. So now we're on to number 2. My number 2 most anticipated film of the summer is War for the Planet of the Apes. I am.
That's my number 2.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
All right, awesome. All right, cool. So you can join in the conversation.
Yeah.
War for the Planet of the Apes looks amazing. I mean, the trailers are glorious. The motion capture, I mean, it looks as better as ever. It's not just the visual effects, though, of course, that makes these movies great. It's the storytelling. It's the characters. The first Rise of the Planet of the Apes was one of my absolute favorite films of 2011. I thought that movie was awesome. It was so cool. It was a really good prequel. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, in my opinion, was even better. I thought that was phenomenal. Like Danny Russman said, it was just so good. And this new one, I think, has potential to be even better. So if that's the case, then we might actually have a great trilogy. Like a really solid trilogy that, that might be remembered for years to come.
Yes.
I'm so excited to see this. I think it looks really badass. Woody Harrelson looks really good. It's going to be like an all-out war. It looks epic. Looks exciting. I cannot wait to see it. That is why War for the Planet of the Apes is my number 3 most anticipated film of the summer.
And just to piggyback off of what you said, this looks like to be could be one of the greatest trilogies ever. Like, I think it's going to be up there with Lord of the Rings, with the Dark Knight trilogy, with the original Star Wars, depending on how you feel. But yeah, like the first one was great, one of my favorites of 2011. The Dawn of the Planet of the Apes in my top 5 of 2014. And this could be probably one of the best action movies in recent history. And considering what it was before Rise of the Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton version, on how bad that was, and I personally don't like the originals.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like the first one?
No, I thought it was. I feel like the first one's too. I don't know. I just feel like it's silly. But I feel like
what I will say, because I did like the first one, but I do feel like the prequels are better, like the new ones.
Yeah. These feel more realistic to me, and that's why I love them so much.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a little unrealistic that apes can talk and hold a gun and shoot a gun,
Yeah.
this were to actually happen, that is how it would go down. Like you said, the CGI looks amazing. They look real. And I think an argument could be said that the main stars weren't James Franco and all of them. I think the main star, at least to me, is Andy Serkis, as Caesar. I think he's the main star. He gives Oscar-worthy performances for, motion capture.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And maybe, hopefully, like, he delivered such great performances in the last two movies. So hopefully, the Oscars might recognize, that he's doing really good and that they actually might nominate him. But I don't know.
I highly doubt it. But and shame on me for forgetting the bad guy ape in the second. Like, shame on me. But that is another phenomenal performance.
Yeah. Toby Kebbell as Koba.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, another argument could be said on why he should have got nominated for supporting actor. These movies are just great. And Woody Harrelson messed up in the head, and I'm oddly satisfied by that. And this looks like in the title, War for the Planet of the Apes. This looks like it's going to be an all-out battle, a lot of action. Super excited, and honestly, I don't know which side is going to win, and that's why I'm super excited. I want to find out who's going to be the ruler of the earth. I guess you could say, is it the end of humanity, or is apes put in the rightful place, and humans stay the top of
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, sorry, just looking at the chat real quick. Jerome says, better than the Raid 2? I guess because, Andrew, you said it would be one of the best action movies in history, right? I mean, in recent history, right?
Recent history? Shame on me for this, but I've never seen the Raid 2. I've seen the Raid 1, and I love the Raid 1. But I'll get back to you on that one. I will see the Raid 2 soon.
No,
and,
the Raid 2
when I see War for the Planet of the Apes, I will say so. Yes.
Yeah, that could be one of the best science fiction films in recent memory. At least I hope so.
Yeah.
It does look really, really good. All right, so is 0599 still here?
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. All right, yeah, so that's our number 2. Our number 2 is War for Planet of the Apes. I'm super excited to see it. So, yeah. All right, I'll just go look at the chat real quick. Looking at it from my phone. So, we'll see. Jerome's like, hit your ass out there and see that film. Yeah. Yeah, and also, just watch it in its original language, because in English.
Oh yeah, you've talked about this many of times, and
Danny, have you seen any of the 2 films?
Unfortunately, no.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, definitely watch the Raid films. And it's because if you watch the English dub version,
the first one,
you can't take it seriously because it's so goofy and it's awful. It sounds awful. When you watch the original language, it's really cool.
I will. Shame on me for never seeing it, but I will. I'm super excited to see it eventually.
Now that's another film yet again that didn't make enough money at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going to make an American remake of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Make everything. All right. 99. We all said our number 2. What is your number 2 most anticipated film?
Oh man, number 2, bust out that cassette player and to get your awesome mixtape volume 2, because
I think we have the same number 2.
Because number 2 for me and Danny Boy here is Guardians of the Galaxy volume 2.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh man. Everyone knows how much I love the first Guardians of the Galaxy. The first Guardians of the Galaxy is not only one of my favorite Marvel films, but it's one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. I love that movie so much. It's so incredible.
Definitely.
It was so funny. It was just the action was great. The visuals were fantastic. The team. What made that movie for me was the team. I loved how each of them had different personalities and how they blended so well together. And honestly, they're one of my favorite teams of all time now because of this movie. And that just seems like it's going to expand upon in this one. And I'm very excited to see where they'll take this team and everything, and just it looks even more fun than the original. It really does. I'm so excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It looks hysterical. I think Drax is going to probably steal the entire show, because every single thing that I've seen from Drax from the trailers has just made me bust out into laughter.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I just can't wait to see how this movie is going to be, and I think it could be a really great sequel. I'm so excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So,
Yeah,
Dane Boy.
I agree with everything you said. So
I think Drax is the perfect role for Batista.
Yes.
Like,
yeah,
perfect.
yeah, definitely. All right, and Danny, you said that was your number 2 as well, right?
Hey, yes, okay. The Guardians of the Galaxy was absolutely one of my favorite films of 2014, and I believe the Guardians of the Galaxy might have been my favorite film of summer of 2014. I flipped back and forth between that and X-Men: Days of Future Past. The Guardians of the Galaxy, I absolutely loved that movie. I loved all the characters. The soundtrack was amazing. Can't wait to hear the soundtrack for this movie. And I think Baby Groot is going to be he might steal the show from what I've seen from the trailers. And hopefully this is an MCU movie that's better than the original, because the only MCU movie where the sequel is better than the original is Captain America.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that statement. Yeah, and the buzz so far, the positive reactions that people have been saying, some of them are actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but Jerome told me to look at the chat. Peter Parker, where's your hot redhead? I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, yeah. You married Dan.
Oh, man. Sir. All right. Back to what you were saying.
Yeah. But that was Danny. You were saying something, right, about Guardians of the Galaxy 2, or did you finish?
Oh, wait, I was saying, and hopefully, about what you were saying about Transformers might make it the most money. Maybe let's pray that maybe this movie is the number 1 movie this summer, because we don't want Transformers 5 being the number 1 movie. Hopefully, it might be this movie.
Yeah. Yes. Amen.
I actually
Thank
really
you.
think it might be this movie, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it has a good chance.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
I
And I
think-
hope it does. I hope it makes more money than Transformers 5.
Wait, worldwide, I'm not sure, but domestically, I think this will beat Transformers.
Yeah, and good. I hope so. I hope you're right. I'm rooting for that.
Wait,
For sure.
domestically, Guardians of the Galaxy was the 3rd highest grossing film domestically, just behind the American Sniper and the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1.
Yeah. Okay, so that's everyone's number 2, right? Okay. So,
Oh, man. Now we're on.
think
now it's the moment.
Number 1.
If I were a betting man, I would have bet that me, Diego, and Danny have the same number 1.
Wait, can I say 4 words that hint our number 1?
Sure.
I'm going to quote Jerome Latimer on this. In
Okay.
Nolan, we trust.
Oh. Yeah, pretty much. All right, so I'm gonna count to 3, and we're gonna say it at the same time. You guys ready?
Ooh. Yeah,
All right.
I'm more
One.
than ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Dunkirk.
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 Yes.
Wow, that was awful. We all said it like in different times. What?
It's
All right.
the stupid time delay and whatever. It's fine.
All right, it's fine. It's fine. All right. Dunkirk is not only my most anticipated film of the summer, it's my most anticipated film the entire year. Christopher Nolan is my absolute favorite director of all time. I am a huge Nolan fanboy. I'll admit it. I own all his films on Blu-ray, besides his first film, Following, because that's a black and white film. All the other films I own on Blu-ray. I think he is an absolute master of his craft. I think he has delivered some of the best films ever made. I am so excited for Dunkirk. I've seen a trailer so many times. It looks great. Despite the fact that it's PG-13, I'm still as excited as ever. As Ryan was, as Double Nine was saying before about Dunkirk, and it's staying with the PG-13 rating. Still really, really excited to see it. Yeah, anything Christopher Nolan does, I'm there. You know what I mean? He could literally make a film about Dunkin' Donuts or something, and I'll still be like the first person in line to see it.
Wait, do
You know
you
what I mean?
think Christopher Nolan can make a movie about shit and make it interesting?
It'll be like the best film of the year, dude. It'll be nominated for no. Isn't it crazy? He's never been nominated for Best Director.
Oh, it's
I know.
crazy.
He's never been nominated for Best Director, even for like he should have been nominated for. He should have. Okay, no, he should have won for The Dark Knight and Inception because those were the best films of those years, and
Those decades. Even though this decade isn't even finished yet.
yeah. Actually, yeah. In all seriousness, Inception is still the best film I've seen this decade so far. I haven't seen a film for me. I haven't seen a film better than Inception this decade, and I haven't seen a film better than The Dark Knight yet. So
Ever.
yeah, for real. But yeah, I mean, I could go on for hours about why I'm excited for Dunkirk, but I won't because I'm gonna let these two other gentlemen say why they are excited for Dunkirk and why it is their most anticipated film in the summer. I cannot wait to see it. So, Daniel, you can go next. Why is Dunkirk your most anticipated film of the summer?
Okay, Christopher Nolan's is absolutely one of my favorite directors today. He has never made a bad film. I've pretty much loved every movie I've seen. Interstellar, even though I didn't think it was a masterpiece, I thought it was pretty good. The one movie I haven't seen, and I'm so disappointed I haven't seen it, but I have it on Netflix, is The Prestige. I still have yet to see The Prestige.
Oh, dude, The Prestige is phenomenal. Love that movie. That has one of the best twists in the film, like ever. It's criminally underrated. Love it. Yeah, definitely see it. It's so good.
I've loved Memento. I love the Dark Knight trilogy, and I've loved Inception. And about this movie being PG-13, I understand being PG-13 because Christopher Nolan said that this is a survivor movie, not more of a war film.
Right. Yeah.
It's like I'm not sure this is gonna beat Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge is such a phenomenal movie, but Hacksaw Ridge and Dunkirk are gonna be. I think they're gonna be two different movies because Hacksaw Ridge it was more focused on the realistic parts, like the violence, and Dunkirk was more about the survival part. And hopefully, I'm not gonna be like disappointed if it's not better, but I just want it to be like a fantastic movie and what was I gonna say?
Yeah, and Hacksaw Ridge is more about Desmond Doss's life, and the third act is the war, which the war scenes are so phenomenal in that film. But like you said, Hacksaw Ridge and Dunkirk are gonna be completely different. At least that's what it looks like. So, yeah, and I think Dunkirk's also gonna be like a war film we haven't seen yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like Nolan said, he made it PG-13, wanted to focus more on the characters and storytelling, and he's also doing using real battleships. He's not using any CGI like he normally doesn't do. He doesn't do CGI normally, so this film is no different.
You know what's the budget for this?
I actually do not know that. I don't know.
I have something else to say. I think I know why Harry Styles. About Harry Styles, I think.
I'm sorry. Jerome really wants me to read the chat. He said, Diego, my man, you're giving me a semi. Oh my lord!
Yeah, I speak the truth, man. I mean, I love Nolan, man. I love. He's the man. That's all I can say. I'm a huge fan of his.
All right, I'm gonna give 3 reasons why I'm really excited.
I was going to say something about Harry Styles.
Oh yeah, Danny, wait. I mean, Andrew, wait. Let's just. Danny had
my
something about Harry Styles.
I apologize.
About Harry Styles, I'm not really a fan of One Direction or the music, and the reason Nolan casted Harry Styles in this film was because he wanted like somebody who was lesser known, in the acting field, and I think he wants like get like a great performance out of Harry Styles, and I think I read something that he wanted to cast him so he could get, because he wanted like more unknown. He wanted an unknown actor and like get a good performance out of him. Yeah,
and what I also read was that he, out of 1,000 auditions, I believe, Nolan chose Harry Styles out of the many auditions. So he actually has confidence in him. And other actors like Mark Rylance and
Tom
someone
Hardy.
else. I believe Tom Hardy. Well, no, one of them said that Harry Styles was actually really good in the movie, and he was a really good actor. So I know Mark Rylance was one of the people who said it. So I mean, I'm like you. I'm not a fan of One Direction either, but I mean, that's music, and this is a movie, so he might actually be a really good actor. So
Yeah.
I'm willing to give him a chance. And like I said, I trust Nolan in anything he does. So yeah. All right, Andrew, why are you excited for Dunkirk the most for the summer?
All right. Like I said, 3 reasons. I'm going to give Memento, Inception, The Dark Knight. All phenomenal movies.
You know what's funny? That's in my top 3 favorite Nolan films. It's in this order: The Dark Knight, Inception, and Memento. Those are my top 3 favorites.
Exactly in that order for me. Yeah. But The Dark Knight is Nolan movie. It's my favorite movie of all time.
Same. It's my favorite movie of all time too.
Yeah. But for me, I'm not excited for the stars of the cast, even though the cast looks phenomenal. You got, Tom Hardy, Mark Rylance, Cillian Murphy, and I am willing to give Harry Styles the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
The trailers, even though they are amazing, I'm not excited for this movie for those reasons. I'm excited for this movie because of Christopher Nolan. He is not only one of my favorite directors working today, he is one of my favorite directors. He is one of the few directors where I think he has not made a bad movie. I really like all his movies.
Yeah, same.
I'm hoping he deserves that. But
Wait, I'm sorry, Andrew. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I didn't get to hear you. I don't know if it was my internet or if you.
Okay. I said, what did you hear? That
something about getting recognition or something.
Oh yeah. I hope that he finally gets the recognition that he deserves with the Oscars. But I've learned not to get my hopes up with the Oscars.
Yeah, they might nominate like a boring movie that comes out in November that no one's gonna remember, like besides them.
The Danish Girl too.
Oh, Danish. That's like an Oscar base. So yeah, probably a movie like that will
get
the recognition at the Oscars.
Back to what I was saying, like Christopher Nolan is one of the few people that I could think could draw a movie like where the director draws the movie rather than the star. And when I found out he was making this movie, I instantly got excited. And the more I find out about this movie, the more I see about this movie, the more time goes on, I get excited for this movie. It is my second most anticipated movie of the year. And honestly, it's one of the few movies, one of 2 actually, that I think can possibly surpass Logan as my favorite of the year. And I'm trying not to get my hopes too up for this movie, but I just can't help it because that's how great this movie looks. That's how phenomenal this movie looks.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% agree. So yeah, I am definitely going to be seeing that. Okay, so Double Nine, what is...
Hi, I'm still here, yes. I'm the only person that does not have Dunkirk as his number 1. But my number 1 most anticipated movie of the summer of 2017. This should come as no surprise to no one. If you know me, you know this is my number 1 because you know how much I love the first 2 installments to this. And the third one looks phenomenal. My number 1 most anticipated movie of summer 2017 is without question War for the Planet of the Apes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
This looks phenomenal. Okay, the first 2, literally, they were my favorite movies of their respective years that they came out in. Rise was my favorite movie of 2011, and Dawn was my favorite movie of 2014. And I really think maybe by the looks of this, maybe this might be my favorite movie of 2017 too. Who knows? But it just looks phenomenal. Like, seriously, it looks so emotional, so, like, character-driven. Action looks fantastic. Woody Harrelson seems like he's going to be a really great villain. Everything that I have seen from this movie looks like it's going to be phenomenal. And I'm so excited to see where they take with this direction for this third one. And plus, I hope this stays a trilogy. I really want it to stay a trilogy.
same.
Like
Yeah.
I don't need a fourth installment. I hope this just stays as a nice, solid trilogy. I honestly, if this is another great installment, I think this could be the best trilogy since the Dark Knight trilogy. Seriously, I really think so.
I 100% agree with you. Yeah, definitely.
Like, this looks phenomenal. Is without question my most anticipated movie of summer 2017. It is indeed War for the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Actually, Spider-Man: Homecoming, War for the Planet of the Apes, and Dunkirk, they're coming out like week after week. Like they're coming out.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh man, hold on, wait. Jerome said, "Well, reason why is you're so damn hairy that you could pass as a damn dirty ape." He was referring to me because
Yeah.
This is a warning to all my friends. Expect me not to have a life each of those 3 prospective weekends.
Yeah, I'll be going to the movies and seeing all those films.
We have something to add about Dunkirk.
Yeah, what's up?
About
Alright.
Dunkirk, when I went to see Fast and the Fate of the Furious yesterday in IMAX, I saw the trailer for us. They showed the trailer for Dunkirk, and holy shit! The seeing the trailer in IMAX makes me want to see even more. I'm definitely going to see this movie in IMAX.
Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention about Dunkirk too was that at CinemaCon they showed the prologue. They showed the first 5 or 6 minutes of the film. And so many people said it was so intense and that it looks really good. That like the beginning, it goes right into the action. You know what I mean? So I think,
Nice.
yeah, we're in for a treat, guys. I hope. And the reason why I'm saying I hope only is I'm not trying to be negative or anything, but last year my most anticipated film this summer and my most anticipated film of the year was Suicide Squad, and that film disappointed me. Was not a fan of it.
That was the movie I was referring to when I went on my Alien. When I said I mentioned
the
it.
film you were really excited for, but it broke your heart, right?
Yeah, Suicide Squad.
Yeah, same. But still, I don't think that'll be the case this year. At least I hope not. That'll be the case for Dunkirk.
I could say with confidence, my most anticipated movie of the year was absolutely phenomenal. It is a masterpiece. So,
Logan.
Yep.
So when it comes to the summer movie season, which movie you think is gonna bank? Which movie do you think is gonna make the most worldwide and domestically?
Domestically, like we were saying before, I think Guardians of the Galaxy 2 has a really good chance. Simply because of how good the first one was, and more people want to see the second one.
Spider-Man.
I don't know. I think Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is gonna make more money than Spider-Man.
But above all else, I think, unfortunately, Transformers is gonna make the most money.
Yeah, of course. That's gonna make the most.
Despicable Me 3 is probably gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Probably Cars 3.
I don't know about Cars 3.
It depends.
Cars 2 made like 60 million, and I don't think a lot of people want to see the third one, right? I mean, did anyone ask for a Cars sequel?
Not me.
Yeah, neither did I.
I'm still waiting for Incredibles 2. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's coming out next year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year we have animated films to look forward to, like Incredibles 2 and Wreck-It Ralph 2. Which the title is Ralph Breaks the Internet. I'm not too big of a fan of the title. I wish they stuck to Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Well, I think I know why it's called that, because it has more to do with online gaming, but it's nothing like Kim Kardashian breaking the internet. Not that.
Oh my god, that app is so. No, I do not have the app, but I've seen what the app looks like. It's so stupid. I don't know why that app exists. Just like the Emoji Movie. Like, why does that have to exist?
Well, why does the Nut Job 2 have to exist? Why does Annabelle 2 have to exist?
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing about Annabelle 2, because no one here mentioned it, but Annabelle 2 I think might be good because it's from the director of Lights Out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now I have not seen Lights Out. I've heard nothing but good things, but I think we might
really good movie.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it's really good.
I think it's a little bit overrated, but I would still give it a fresh rating.
Well, I think it might be the same scenario with Ouija, where the first one was not good at all, but the Origin of Evil was actually good. They got a good director, so
The most
that actually
surprising
might be That might be the same scenario with Annabelle. Maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm
Who
like,
knows?
I'm having an open mind with this new Annabelle film.
We'll see.
Oh, and also some other films I guess we haven't mentioned. What do you guys feel about Wonder Woman?
I'm excited for. I will admit, I'm gonna admit, I'm not very like out of my mind excited about. I mean, I should be because it's a Wonder Woman movie that's being made for the first time. But I am excited for it. But I'm not out of my mind, blown away excited for it.
I actually had as one of my honorable mentions for most anticipated, simply because I want to see, because we never had a live action Wonder Woman movie, and I want to see what's it like.
I'm 50-50 on it. Honestly, I'm like, I don't know, because mainly it has to do with the fact that both Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, those are two movies I was looking forward to a lot, and well, they, at least to me, I didn't really like them that much. I was disappointed by them. But Scott Mantz, he saw footage at CinemaCon of Wonder Woman, and he was really impressed with it. And he actually didn't like Batman v Superman or Suicide Squad, but he liked the footage he saw at Wonder Woman. So maybe we might get a great DCEU film.
Wait, Diego, about Wonder Woman, do you think Andrew Francis will call it a flawless masterpiece?
Oh my God! Fuck that! Fuck that! Now, if you guys don't know, Daniel Russman's talking about a guy who he has a YouTube channel. I won't say his name. I don't want to start anything, but basically what he does is he reviews DCEU films. He's a huge fan of them. He loves them, but he.
Oh yeah. You mentioned this guy to me before.
Yeah, he can't stand the fact that people hate them. So what he does is he goes on YouTube and he calls them like the worst homophobic slurs and insults them to no end, and just he comes off as so deplorable and despicable, and like,
Yeah.
and he's got into so many arguments with people, and he's blocked so many people. Like he's adolescent internet troll kind of guy. He literally said that the Nolan trilogy is garbage and that Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad are flawless masterpieces.
And he even has Batman and Robin in his best.
Yeah, and Batman and Robin is his favorite comic book film of all time. So.
He's a piece of shit. But how I feel about Wonder Woman, I'm kind of conflicted on this because DC broke my heart twice last year, and I'm not gonna let the same thing happen to me this year. So,
right.
I'm hoping that it's good, but
me too. I'm not rooting against these movies at all. Like I want Wonder Woman and I want Justice League to be good.
Personally,
I do want it to be good.
Personally, for me, I'm a bigger fan of the DC comic book characters than I am characters.
Yeah.
Like my favorite movie of all time is a DC movie, but I'm worried because I feel like they're rushing things and they don't know.
They're trying so hard to be like the MCU, but the thing is, the MCU started in 2008, so I mean they've had enough time to, you know.
Like I saw this picture that perfectly described what they were trying to do, and it had Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Suicide Squad, and then on the bottom it said if the MCU was trying to do what the DCEU was doing, and then it was Iron Man, Civil War, Guardians.
Yeah, and they've had like 14 films already, so I mean you can't compare 3
and
to
I think
14.
that purposely describes. I think Suicide Squad came way too early. I think they should have waited for it. I think there was a lot of studio involvement with Suicide Squad. Like they wanted.
Yeah, there was. That's the main reason why, because David Ayer I really like. End of Watch is awesome, and I like Fury. I think it's underrated.
Yeah, Fury. Yeah, and my thing is I like Batman v Superman more than most people. Do I think it's a good film? No, I think it's an okay film.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not. I don't hate it like other people do. I actually had more problems with Suicide Squad than with Batman v Superman. But I'm in the minority in that. I know.
I really wanted to like Suicide. I wanted to love Suicide Squad, but
But Wonder Woman could be good. It's from the director of Monster. Now I still have yet to see that film. I hear it's great, but
yeah, but
The trailers are good though. The trailer does look.
The biggest problem with Suicide Squad was the pacing, in my opinion, because I felt like it was way too fast. Everything just happened way too fast. And above all else, the whole thing could have been avoided. The whole situation.
Yeah.
Like, not enough. I didn't care about enough of the characters. Like, yeah, Killer Croc was cool, but at the end, he was cool for the sake of being cool. He wasn't like I didn't care about him. The only two I cared about were Harley Quinn and Deadshot, Deadshot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just very nervous with the direction the DCEU is going. I'm not the biggest fan on the Justice League trailers. I'm very nervous. I'm very, very nervous for the Justice League movie because I think Wonder Woman could be okay to bad, but I think that if Justice League is bad, the whole thing is done. Like they should just stop. But
yeah, even though they're probably not going to, because
Yeah, and the biggest saving grace for me for this whole thing way back when was Ben Affleck directing a Batman movie, and he's not doing that. So that's
but
really...
Matt Reeves is doing it though, and he he's the director of the Planet of the Apes film, so
but
it could be good.
Then again, I really like David Ayers, and who knows what the studio is gonna do. Like,
yeah, we'll see. I will say this though: if I'm not impressed with Wonder Woman, I will be less excited for Justice League.
I'm already not really all that excited. Like, I'm not excited for them to get an honorable mention for my most, but I'm not terribly dreading seeing them like the other ones for my least.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm just reading the chat here. Yeah, MC Deadpool says MCU has no. Yeah, how does it feel that the MCU, not one film in the MCU, has an Oscar, but Suicide Squad won an Oscar?
Yeah, the only Marvel movie to I believe the only Marvel movie to win an Oscar, and anybody could correct me if I'm wrong, is Spider-Man 2.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, what did it win? For what?
Best visual effects.
Visual effects.
Well, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but
some Marvel films should have been nominated more. Not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I feel like Guardian should have won for best makeup.
Yeah.
What won that year?
Grand Budapest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Grand Budapest Hotel. Don't get me wrong, but really?
Yeah, Guardian should have won. Just like Star Trek Beyond should have won over Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, about the summer movie season. I think next year, it's going to be even better than this one because since the movies come out, we got the Avengers 2, we got the Incredibles 2, we have Deadpool 2.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's pretty packed.
But that's a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah, we'll probably do that next year.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, and I think that wraps everything up.
That covers everything. Yeah. I want to thank you guys first for joining me. This is the first time I've ever had a YouTube broadcast kind of thing. I want to apologize to you guys first because I know we kind of had this complicated situation. I was trying to get to people here at first, and we kind of took a little longer than anticipated to start this thing up, but we got it up. We did what we wanted to do. And I want to thank you guys for joining me. I want to thank the people who are watching this and who have been commenting. I haven't been really looking at the chat. I've been looking at the chat from time to time. For people who came in late or who hasn't had the time to watch it, this will be uploaded on YouTube, so you can watch it anytime or
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
and do whatnot. So, yeah.
Wait, just one more thing. Wait, with the success we've done with this podcast, I think we should do this for the end of the year when we do our best and worst.
Yeah, that's a discussion. I know Double Nine might do a video, right? Because
I'll even come on to do this for the best and the worst. I'll even do that too. I'll do my video first, and then I'll do
definitely. And I'll probably try to invite some more because I want to get more people on too, or maybe not more people on this podcast, but I want to try to do this a little more often. Try to get some other people on and see how it goes from there because I actually really enjoyed doing this with you guys. So
It went.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. So anytime you want me, you know where to find me.
Same.
Yeah.
Wait, Diego, another idea I have for a podcast. When you see, hopefully you'll see fist fights soon. I know Double Nine Sub reviewed it on his channel. I think me and you and hopefully Andrew, we can review it and then just tear that movie apart because I wanted to do a video like bashing that movie.
What film? The Emoji Movie?
No, fist fight.
Fist fight.
Oh, Fist Fight.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well,
Likes Cube.
yeah. I
Shame
haven't
on
seen it
you.
yet. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So yeah,
I've not seen it yet. I'll definitely let you know, Danny, when I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I saw 50 Shades Darker recently, and that was awful.
The first one, I'm gonna see the first one and the second one with somebody. We're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna watch them, but hope not. But I did promise somebody, but I didn't say.
I'm doing a double feature of those movies.
I did do a double feature last year, Dirty Grandpa and Norman of the North. So how bad could 50 Shades of Grey double feature be?
All right, yeah, I gotta head out, everybody. But thank you so much for having me on this live stream, this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Very much appreciate it. And if you want to find me, I'm FilmFan0599 on YouTube, on Twitter, FilmFan0599, Instagram, FilmFan0599. It's the same thing. You can basically just type in FilmFan0599 and you'll find me right there. So
Right.
and we will see you all later. Peace. Goodbye, everyone.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for all again. So I will see you guys next time, hopefully. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching.
No
Take
problem.
care.